Hey everyone, it's Eric Taylor here, and I want to invite you to an exclusive free webinar with me this week where I show you how I started my consulting business from scratch and then grew it to the point right now where I'm making about $1,000, $150 a year. So on this webinar, I'm going to show you exactly how I did that, and I'm going to show you and explain the process and the evolution how I did it exactly. But most importantly, I'm going to show you how you can start your very own wildly profitable consulting business from scratch and then actually get clients and be able to provide value and get paid in return. And I'm also going to show you how to do all this regardless of the experience that you have, the skill set you have. It doesn't matter. And you really don't need an MBA, Harvard, or have any type of education to do this. This webinar is going to show you how you can start your own consulting business from scratch and actually turn it into a viable career option and make a lot of money with it. So with this webinar is for two types of people. The first is for people who know nothing about business, who want to get and start their own business and really have never really been exposed to entrepreneurship business at all. So if that's you, this webinar is strictly for you, and I'm going to show you how to go from scratch to starting your own consulting business to getting clients and making money very quickly. So if that's you, this is what this webinar is for. And the other group of people, this webinar is also for you, and it's going to show you how to systemize and how to make things predictable and how to really take things up to that next level so you can just escape all the done-for-you services that just weigh you down. You don't need that. What you really need is automation. So if you look forward to any of those categories, this webinar is for you, and if you're really going to enjoy the things that we cover, and you're going to be able to take a lot of value from it. So if you're not familiar with my story, my name is Eric Taylor. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. I started broke working with my dad. He had an MBA. He made 6 figures. And we were very, very wealthy, really well off. My mom's a doctor. But the thing is, I listened to the advice of going to school, getting an MBA, getting a job, and looked around and was like, is this it? Is it the rest of my life? Is this what it's going to be like? So, and I just said to myself, what did I do? What did I go wrong? And I listened to everybody that gave me advice throughout my course. So I questioned everything. So I started questioning my choices. I started questioning why I had a job and why I wasn't doing something else. And these questions really led me to start quitting my job, dropping out of college, moving back home, and starting my own business, consulting, marketing. And the first thing that I did went horribly wrong. It was an oil company. I tried to distributed oil I tried to cut out the middleman. It didn't work. So this pain and suffering that led me to really discovering a few key things and really cracking the code to how to start a business, a consulting business, or a marketing agency. And these things are going to help you apply that and scale you to the way that you want to live. So let's say the first time I really didn't earn anything, and I started this company, and I made about $20,000 in a year, and the second year I made about $40,000, and then within the third year I scaled to $100,000 a year, and I started teaching other people how to start their own consulting business and marketing agencies, and I started teaching this stuff to people. And it really drove them to start consulting agencies, create and get them to have 6 figures. You don't have to be a millionaire. You don't have to be a millionaire. You can quit your job, but don't do it too early. So when I tell you that I know how to start my own consulting business, I really mean it. And I have the track record, I have the case studies, I have the client results, and I have 3,000 more results if you're a bit on edge. I get it. But my students went through to achieve life-changing results that you're going to see if you look at the reviews below. And I was able to scale these companies and make these people happy and change their lives forever. Now, your business can take off. I help them. I can help you. Stop working a 9-to-5 job, consider being a slave to the system. You can start your own social media marketing agency or consulting business. So this webinar is going to show you exactly how to do that, how I was able to do that, and how you can do it, and how thousands were able to do it. So we're going to go over 3 key things. So these 3 key things you'll not heard anywhere else because of right now. Because if I look out my window and I take advice from other people and I just see a bunch of things being shoved down these people's throat and ears, and it's just bad advice. They're getting the wrong advice. They're telling people to do the wrong things. And this webinar is really going to debunk a lot of the myths, and it's going to really provide some advice that you're going to be able to use, take away, so you can start your own consulting agency. Here's the 3 things. Number 1, I'm going to show you how to pick your niche. I'm going to show you how to craft an offer that you'll get to people. And I see a huge problem with this, and it's really plaguing everybody, and it's widespread, and that's generalism. And you know, most people are generalists. They're trying to do everything for anyone at any price, and that's not a consulting agency. That's not a business owner. That's not a CEO. That is a solopreneur that's doing too many things. But that's not the way to run a business. And the correct way to run a consulting business is to pick a niche and then pick a group of people that you can thoroughly understand, and then understand what makes them tick and stick to that and be a provider and give them value. And this webinar is going to show you how to really pick your niche. Find out what makes them tick, find out what their pain points are, and then step in as a provider and then give them that knowledge. That's number 1. Number 2, and this is pretty different. You probably haven't heard this anywhere else, but the second point I'm going to cover is how to become a different person on this journey. And so this isn't really even business advice, but this is just common sense. But if you were to ask me and my story and my evolution and going from someone who's completely broke, clueless, and going back to their mother's house and parents' house and living out of that, and the one thing that really made the most profound change is becoming a new person. The mindset is so important. Most people are limited by the character which they define within themselves. So most people have them things what they call me or myself. And whatever this thing is, whatever you defined it as, that is really the cage that you put yourself into. So people really think that, oh, I can't start a business, I can't start this, I can't do this, but they haven't even tried. But the truth is, that's just a myth. Being yourself is a myth. And really what this webinar is about and show you how to do is going to show you how to escape the shackles and design a new character who you really need to be within. Okay? Now, it's also going to show you how to transcend yourself and grow into a new person and achieve the new success and achieve the life that you want. And number 3, I'm going to show you how to go over the exact process that I'm doing right now. I'm going to give you and show you a funnelitic approach and how to get high patient consulting clients with one phone call. I'm going to give you the exact method. We're going to go over Facebook ads. We're going to go over one simple funnel, and I'm going to pull back the curtain. I'm going to explain all of that. I'm also going to give you the swipe files for all of that. I'm also going to show you the same script that I use, which I've done over 3,000 sales. I've recorded them all, I transcribed them all. I've really studied this stuff, and I took it to another level until I figured out really what is the process that we can go through and take place, that we can take them through and convert them to a total stranger into a high-paying client within one phone call. And in this webinar, I'm going to show you all of that. But by you coming to this webinar, I'm going to give you a client funnel acquisition plan. It's free, and you get it just for coming. Okay? I spent more than a month creating this content for this webinar, and you're really going to enjoy this, and you're really going to like what you're going to see. So what I encourage you what to do right now, and click this button to the right, to the left, or the top, or wherever the button is within this video. We got a couple of times this week, and one of them should work for you. So find the time that works for you, and register, lock it in, and secure your seat on this webinar. And you can show up to this webinar and we can share. I'm going to share this stuff with you. I'm not going to leave you empty-handed. It's a client funnel acquisition cheat, okay? It's everything that I put into it, everything that you need to know, everything, the funnelytics, the framework, the do's, the don'ts, everything. If you register for this webinar, I'm going to be handing out this for free, okay? And what this really is, all of the things that we're going to discuss in the webinar, all of the slides, all of the notes, all of the knowledge, all of the swipe files and templates and everything, okay? And this is more than it's about 5, 6, 7, 8 pages. And it took me about 2 months to put together. It took me a very, very, very long time. And it's breakthrough content that you're not gonna find anywhere else. So if you register this webinar today, you're gonna get this for free. So what I encourage you to do right now is click that blue button, dark blue button somewhere around this video, select the time that works for you, and I'll see you in the webinar. And I'll be really looking forward to presenting this information to you and really helping you make a transformation in your life and helping you start your own consulting business. All right, if you're having doubts about this and registering for this, I completely get it. There's a lot of people out there that gives you a lot of information and tell you that can help you with a lot of different stuff. So if that's you and you're skeptical, I get it. But well, I encourage you to check out this. Don't leave without it. I'm gonna send it to you as soon as you register. So there's testimonials at the bottom of this video, and if you listen to these people's stories, you'll hear how they're able to really change their life and start their own consulting agency, social media market agency, whatever they have you. So, and those 3 don't do it for you, when you can head over to another mentor, but you're not gonna get what you're gonna get here. So since I started teaching people, we have created 21,000 six-figure individuals. So I encourage you to pay attention, lock it in, and get on this ride to a new life. So this training is the real deal. I got the case studies to back it up. You can listen to their words, not mine. And what I also encourage you to do is right now is click the dark blue button within this video, somewhere around the video. And I look forward to seeing you, all right? I'll see you soon. See you on the inside.